bottom. And there's different ways to do it. So let's say we're here and I pull forward here, okay? So he puts his arm on the mat, okay? And I know if I catch it, I'm gonna be in good shape. The thing is that I need to catch it properly here and here, okay? One of the things that I like to do is, I like to get this kind of wrist to wrist grip, because this right here, it's too loose. It could work, but see how you can rotate it? Bring his other arm in, okay? When you catch it, like so, I'm also framing his head, okay? And it's harder for him to get underneath my left arm, okay? Let's rotate. Okay, so I went here, I caught it right here. So I want to frame his head, because I want to scoop my hips out right here. And I immediately want to walk it back to the neck, and I typically crunch, okay? The reason why it breaks is because there's space here. And I'm not letting him rotate it. Even if he begins to rotate it, I can control the rotation because I have his wrist trapped with my shoulder and ear. If I'm like this, it's easy for him to take it out. But then you have this. Okay, so that's another thing that you have. Okay, so also what I want to do is walk it to the right. I want to break his posture down right here. Okay, while I go here, my knee is applying pressure to his shoulder. So it's harder for him to actually get up. And the way that I'm doing this, okay, is I like to get eventually this and then this, so that here I can begin to bring my elbows down. Even if he rotates his hand, it's very difficult for him to do it, and I can begin to position it because I can feel where I am just above his elbow. Above means towards the head, below means towards the actual hand, okay? So I want to be here. So now I know I have it. Sometimes when you catch it, they start posturing up, okay? Which enables you to get this leg over. Okay? And now you have the same position, except with that leg right there, and then you could always bounce the head. No, I'm just kidding. But right here, you can cross your feet. I'd cross the right or the left, because my body leg applies pressure to the head. If you go this way, it's not as much pressure. Here, and now you're here. So whether you can swing your hips out, okay, or not, this way, 1, 2. So I frame that head. I don't want to be here. He could swim inside, or he could just pull it out, okay? Or he can swim inside with that right hand. Yeah. So even if I turn it this way, yeah, see, he can push and pull it out, you know, and then I have to be careful. We can pull it, okay? So go forward here, wrist to wrist, and frame that head, and immediately start turning to your side and throw your leg high. From here, you'll have to find that sweet spot. Here, I'm too close to his elbow, but I have his arm above the elbow trap. All I gotta do is just move it out right about here. As I feel his fingers on the back of my head, this just crunches down. So this is a basic position here, okay? If they're kind of strong, you can't quite open it here, this also helps. And you still have this arm, and you just kind of roll with it here, and then you finish it right here. So as long as you can get under that arm. So one way to do it is you get here, 1, 2, and I immediately turn to the side right here, because now you already have it, okay? And that's a fairly quick way to do it. So 1, 2, frame, and you go right here, because then you beat him to the position. Okay? So posturing here. 1, 2, and right there. Fundamentally, that's the way you should have it, okay? Now, there is one thing that he could actually do. He can begin to push it in and bend it the other way, bend it down towards the legs. There we go, yeah. here you'll still be able to have it, okay? But sometimes here, bend it. They keep it like a kimura. And then you get a reverse kimura grip right here. So you don't need to do all this switching here. While you're switching here, he'll move it out there and he'll posture up. Okay, so there's a reverse kimura grip that we'll talk about. Because right here, if you move it out far enough, he can't bend that arm. But because he's got his hand on the mat, sometimes they just shove that arm in and bend it down. The other way, other way. Yes. And now you have this. Okay. And now you have a reverse kimura grip. Okay. But for now, just catch it here and get the knees high. You can cross your feet. You can do like a shallow foot cross. This would be more deep. This is better. It's like that knee shield as I'm pushing down here. All right. So just try that. Turn onto your left side. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Yeah.
Second you catch it, so it's like the wrist to wrist V grip. Almost like a butterfly grip. Then go with that now.